Hi, I'm Dr. Rajani. Thanks for joining me today. I'm diving into a facial analysis. A lot of people have asked if I could look at the new Bachelorette. Claire was out, Tashyia in. You know I don't watch TV. I can't tell you anything about the personalities, but people wanted to look at their faces. They're gorgeous. One had a little bit of work done, maybe someone commented to me, but it was good work. They mentioned about Claire. I think she may have been the oldest Bachelorette. I don't know. I don't watch TV. I don't watch the show. We're going to look at their faces, what makes them beautiful or not, and what would you do if you're going to add filler, if you're going to do something to make them look natural, to enhance the beauty. Maybe it's nothing. A lot of you are on this channel because of several reasons. One is you want to see maybe about the procedures, what's good, what's not, what might fit for you. And also looking at beauty, beauty can be math. It's no coincidence. When we look at Claire and Tashyia, there's similarities there. What are they? We'll start off with that. We're going to get started with this analysis video, 3 seconds. So if you like the videos, click like, subscribe, click the bell. You'll be notified of the upcoming videos. And most importantly, share these with your friends. We're having some fun with some of these videos. Let's get started and analyze these beauties. Okay, so Claire over here, Tashyia here, of course. Do you not see some similarities? Some things equal each other on both sides. Beauty is math and we're just glancing, but when I just glance, I look at the chin, I look at the smile, the cheeks, and even the eyes and the amount of tilt on the eyes, and there are similarities, and that tells us something because obviously they're picking beautiful people out for these shows. Let's have a look at a couple of these similarities. One is, of course, the V shape of the face, the narrowing of the chin. As we age, the chin and the lower face squares. We talk about that a lot because doing filler in different treatments, we have to be mindful. But the narrow pointed chin in both bodes well. Certainly they're smiling, so there's dynamics at play here. Look at the smile. What do you see? Not a lot of a buccal window on either. So the teeth go to the edge of the smile. The other thing about the smile that we can see is there's no lower teeth. Okay, so you can see that the edge of the lip runs right along where the teeth are in both of them. So in a big wide smile. If we look and we draw a line up from Claire, her mouth with smile goes right to the edge of the color part of the eye, okay? So a nice wide smile. Models often have a wide smile, and it can be that way at rest. Now, why they can take it? Because the masseters are wide, especially here in Claire. If we go over to Tashyia, the bizygomatic width is definitely wider than the bigonial width, and it is by about that 10% number that we sort of look for. Okay, let's move on here in the pictures, but the point is there are similarities. Beauty is math. It's no coincidence. Even from the eyes, from the distance below the brow to the eye, very similar in both, and nice large foreheads. Now let's look at Tashyia. It's really hard to get a straight on direct picture. Everyone wants to take the selfie angle, keeping the camera up, looking down, tilting the chin down. It's a whole art that I don't know, but what you see is a flash of light over on this side, and that's of course going to affect it. But when you're trying to get a straight on view, you can see a little buckle window with the smile. The teeth, as we say, go right along the lower lip, which is nice. And then look at the eyes in a female. They are larger. She has nice large eyes. Why? There's not a lot of frontal bossing or frontal projection like we're going to find in male patients. Remember I said the brows. When the brows come more medial, it makes the nose look narrow. And you can see the tip of the nose may be a little bit wider. She's smiling, but drawing a line down from the inner canthus, we would say what is the distance? Here it's more correct, straight down that way. Maybe the nose, maybe a little wider at the tip, but she's smiling, dynamic. A lot of people, my video, don't fill the folds, say, oh, look at the nasolabial fold here. Everyone has one, the youth have it, the older people have it. It's soft, and when she is at rest, I bet you there would not be a righted or line there because it's smooth. And it's important to know that because everyone wants to fill that. What else about the smile? White teeth, okay? So that plays a role. Look at the lips. I have a whole video on red lips. It shows fertility, hormones, so the color of the lips are important. And then of course, the size. And her lower lip is larger than the upper lip, which is a bit smaller, that 1.61 to 1 golden ratio. We won't be able to assess it because she's so dynamic here. However, it might go with smiling. We're gonna look at a stationary picture is awful hard to find of people, but that would be a consideration. And if we look, certainly there's a nice lifting of the tail of the brow, and the eyes have a little bit of what? Of a lot of cat eye videos, a little bit of canthal tilt, cat or fox eye, what everyone seems to want to look for and assess. What do you see in the skin? Of course, she's young, but there's glow. So when we're talking to people about skin glow and age, a dull skin, irregularities, okay, so if there's irregularities like acne scarring, if you have pores, dull skin, wrinkly, rhytids, that takes away from glow, and it says what? Age. Now look at our final view. We always talk about jawlines, and we talk about the nasion to chin projection, and you can see with this angle right here, she would have a positive tilt, meaning that her face, and I always say it, this angle of pointing forward is important to beauty, and the chin projection. Now, one thing I want to show here, of course she's dynamic, it's hard to tell, but her chin is longer and a little shorter at the ergotrid, okay? So there's a little bit of shortening there. What happens as we age? As we age, this usually gets a little bit shorter, the chin comes up. I have a video on, of course, chin fillers. And this area, the nose to the top of the lip, that tends to lengthen. So as she ages, we know she'll probably age very well. She has a skin type, looks like 4, so a darker skin type, probably never get lines. Look around the eyes, no matter what. It's normal, of course she's beautiful and gorgeous, it's normal to get a few lines around the eyes. I talked about never inject here. I have a video coming, or had it, never inject here. And that's on the palpebral of the eye, the lower palpebral, where there sometimes is a fat pad. You don't want to put fillers there. People say, well, would you do Botox? You don't have to do anything there. Take care of your skin. Use good skincare products. You can use energy-related devices. But if you wanted to use some toxin there, one could. Big open smile. You can see, we see her lower teeth with a large smile, which is okay. We saw in the other picture that we didn't see the teeth when she had a medium smile. But strong jawline, golden angle here, probably about what, 130 to 135 degrees. You can see this angle here, which is of course beautiful. Anterior tilt, strong jawline. So just gorgeous, long neck. That is a quick analysis. There's so many things you could dive in. There's nothing much, of course, to change here. One of the things you notice is there's a anterior cheek. Some people like a little bit of a high lateral cheek. That would be designer, but maintenance. So if you like analyzing these faces, if you want me to go through some and you enjoy it, and some older people, of course, I know people are going to say, look at older people, inject older people. Certainly we can look at them. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Add to what I'm saying. That's a quick overview. Stay tuned here. Keep your skin and body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.